So going back to, I do want to talk about golf, another sport that I don't watch at all, but it is my understanding that Clarkston actually has a pretty known golfer.
Wow, you pulled this out on your own research. I didn't tell you this.
Yeah. Well, I watched the documentary he was featured in.
Oh, there you go. That's still your own research.
So so is that a sport that you're kind of well versed in, and kind of what's your overall overview on that, or?
Well, and of course you're talking about Joel Dahmen, Clarkston's Joel Dahmen, and he's a great guy. It's fun to have watched his career. I remember interviewing him when he was in high school, and
I've never talked to him.
have you? Oh well, he's actually, here's a funny Joel Dahmen story. I've got his number in my phone, and a couple of years ago I was looking to call one of our reporters whose name is Joel.
Yeah,
I accidentally dialed Joel Dahmen.
Yeah.
And when I realized, and I hung up. I was like, well, that's fine. Then he called me back right away, and he's like, "Hey Matt, what is it?" That's okay. I'm trying to call someone else. Oh, okay, we'll call anytime.
He's like, "Did I do something good?"
Anyway, he is a lot of fun. I think people, if you've heard
Dahmen watch,
and of course if you've heard him on podcasts, if you've seen him on TV and doing interviews, he's a guy that's easy to root for, and and you gotta like that he's a guy. It kind of occurred to me one thing, Trey, when we were talking about press conferences. Anyway, the thing I never liked is when members of the media would kind of big time each other, like a known member of the media would kind of cast a wide shadow.
I kind of get that vibe listening to the pros and all that, like well-known people. Yeah.
And the thing that I really appreciate about Joel Dahmen, and as evidenced by my phone story, he's not a guy that big times people, and I appreciate that. And you hear about him coming back, and he knows everybody, and anyway, that's one of the things that I really like about him, and his caddy Gino Bonelli's a great guy, and anyway, those are guys easy to root for.
Yeah, another local guy that doesn't big time people is like the Ellis family.
Oh
like
yeah.
Caden Ellis when he got paid. I mean, I did a story on him. He called me right away. I mean, those are good people in our area too, I would say.
Yeah,
the Ellis family.
Did you ever interact with Van Der Esch at all?
No, I didn't. Baney might have.
Let's see. I don't know if I ever